Hey parents, today we're here to talk about 6 strategies to help your child reach their full potential. First of all, I'm not sure if that's even possible. Really? Reach their full potential? What would that look like? I think we could always improve. And this is important to acknowledge right up front because sometimes when we're trying to help our children to reach their full potential, they and we realize that we're not there yet. And when will you be? Because it could always be better. Not to overkill this point, but I've interviewed hundreds of children who feel constantly that they can never be good enough for mom or dad. Let's avoid that trap, okay? And make sure that we're not sending a message to our children that they're not good enough yet. Now, having said that, they could be doing better, right? Yes, they could. That's true for you and me, too. So let's join with them in a culture of, okay, we're working toward improvement, not because we're not good enough now, but because there's always something better that we could achieve. Are you with me on that? Keep that in mind as I share these 6 strategies with you. Okay, let's dive in. Strategy number 1. Let's change our focus from achievement and accomplishment to effort and improvement. So as we talk to our kids about something that they're working on, wow, you really worked hard on that. Hey buddy, look how far you've come since you first started in this sport. I've noticed that your grades are coming up. How do you feel about that, sweetie? Okay, these are examples of focusing on the effort and the progress, not the ultimate achievement or accomplishment of something. For strategy number 2, let's talk for a minute about motivation, which can be internal motivation or external motivation. When motivation is external, I'm doing something because there's some consequence outside of me. Something's going to happen to me or I'm going to get some reward. An internal motivation comes from the feelings that drive our behavior. And of the two, internal motivation is far more powerful. So children sometimes learn to do certain tasks or to start to live up to their potential because there's some kind of external reward. So mom or dad is providing some kind of a reinforcement. Maybe there's a punishment for something that I'm doing. This particular strategy is that we're working toward a more internalized motivation. So as we apply external consequences, we give them a reward for doing something well, or there's a punishment for something that they didn't do the way we wanted them to, we're coupling that up. We're teaming it up with an internal reference. So in addition to giving a reward for good grades, for example, we also ask, wow, how did you feel about that? How does that feel to you to have accomplished that? We want them to focus more on the feelings that they're having because ultimately that is what will sustain that behavior and get it to be more of a long-term thing. Our third strategy is to actually expect our kids to do things. Ask them to do things that are hard. Not too hard, I mean hard for them. Like picking up their toys or like helping out with the chores around the house or being responsible for a pet. These are the experiences that they get to have while they're safe and loved in your home before they launch out into the world that doesn't particularly love them, is not going to coddle them or take care of them. We want them to learn to do these tasks now while they're under your loving eye. You with me? So ask them to do things. Expect them to do things. Set up responsibilities and chores for the kids. Now, strategy 4 has something to do with your example. Oh, big surprise. We're going to talk about your example for your kids. Model for them personal development and improvement just for the sake of an upgrade, not to be okay, not to be acceptable. They're already okay, and so are you. Why do we engage in personal development? Because it creates a better life for us. And if I had to give you a choice, hey, do you want something better or something worse than what you've already got. What do you want? Duh. And we have to create something. The question is, what are we going to create? So the fourth strategy is to model personal development for the sake of joy and improving your life and upgrading your already abundant life. Not to be okay. We're already there. You got that? Our fifth strategy goes right back to positive discipline techniques that we talk about a lot here on the channel. Don't be too quick to rescue them. Let them experience some consequences. Think of it as a growth experience, as a learning experience. I remember Dr. Foster Cline and Jim Fay talking about this in their Love and Logic teachings. They called it a significant learning opportunity. See, sometimes we bail our kids out because we don't want them to experience pain or discomfort, but the consequences for their choices sometimes are painful or uncomfortable. Don't be too quick to rescue them so that they can experience the full benefit of a learning experience that's going to help them to reach their potential. And honestly, probably their experiences are going to be more powerful than anything that you say to them. It'd be really nice if our kids listened to everything that we said, but they don't. So let's let them learn from their consequences. Don't steal the learning opportunity. Let them feel it. For strategy number 6, I'm going back right to my roots. Positivity. Establish a family culture around positivity, which has 2 important parts to it. The first part is evaluation, and that's where we're judging how things are. A positive family culture around evaluation means that we're right on schedule, that things are exactly as they should be, that you are good as you are, the way things are right now without changing anything. That's a positive evaluation. And then the second part of it is creation. Because even though we're good right here where we are, richly and abundantly blessed, we are going to move forward and create something. What are we going to create? Well, we know our 2 options. Of course, in this family, we have a culture of working for the upgrade. We're always striving for improvement and for that upgrade to our life. Why? Because that increases our joy, because we get to have more fun, because it's just cool and awesome, not because that makes us good enough. That's what a family culture of positivity is all about. And that's why that's the final strategy. You're probably already doing a lot of those strategies. Thank you for being such a conscious, positive parent. We're creating a community for parents just like you. ParentingPowerUp.com is the website where you will connect to resources that we have put together, from free things to highly paid coaching programs. You'll find what you're looking for at ParentingPowerUp.com. Hey, I'll see you again tomorrow.
And I wished I'd had a number, sorry.